Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is the review of Mario 35, but before we get started, a little backstory. Now, I've played a lot of Mario games in my day, but some, like the original, have had that cloth wrung right out multiple times. I had it on the NES, SNES, Game Boy Color, received it on the 3DS as an ambassador for being an early adopter of the system, and now we have it on the Switch Nintendo Online service. I didn't partake much on the 3DS, but by that point, it was sealed and shelved waiting for nostalgia to grow. When I saw the announcement that Mario 35 was soon to release, I was excited at the prospect of a Tetris 99-like Mario experience, but overall my hype level was moderate, as the nostalgia just hadn't fully come back yet. I downloaded it day one regardless, and to my surprise, it was really good. Like playing your favorite game Christmas morning good, which was not at all what I was expecting. I thought the game would use players' nostalgia as a heavily used crutch, when instead it took the very sound gameplay of the original Mario Bros. And added some completely new forms of motivation and strategies. Coming first is the ultimate goal in this game, but this is nearly impossible if you don't keep your options readily available. Maintaining an increase on your time becomes an art form, with there being several ways to add to your clock. The easiest way to achieve this is by using the Fire Flower, but this also throws away the chance of a time combo. The most effective way to add that much needed time to your clock is to simply jump on enemies. A fireball will produce 1 second added, while a smushed enemy produces 2, and if you can continue landing on heads or shells, the multiplier can be insanely helpful. Another great method is trailing behind kicked Koopas, which can divvy up a massive combo chain, and other than the star power, is the only way to take Bowser out in a single hit. Speaking of stars, you can always see what hordes you're dealing with later in a stage on the bottom of the screen. Use that star at the right time and add immense amounts of time to your clock. Which brings me to the use of coins in this game. Gone are the days when 100 coins equaled a 1-up, but they play a very pivotal role in your strategy. 20 coins will earn you a roll on the question mark slot machine, of which there are 4 possible outcomes: Mushroom, Fire Flower, Star Power, and Pow Block. They are each very useful in the right situation, though sometimes you will get a star or a Pow Block when you don't need or want one. So becoming more adept to knowing where to unleash a question mark box is very important to a good strategy. The most important thing is to keep a steady flow of coins so that when things start to get dodgy, you always have the ability to roll. You gain coins if one of your sent enemies affects a player, and even more if it takes them out, which can be very useful. Secret boxes have always been one of my favorite things to discover. Some are pretty easy to locate, while others will impress even the most veteran players. Getting friendly with these boxes will really up your game, as some contain fire flowers, stars, and even 1-ups, which give you 20 coins. You want to stay large as much as possible, a fire flower being the best situation as you have 2 additional forms of defense, offense, and if you pick up another fire flower, you will receive a 15-second increase. Being large also allows you to break bricks, which enable you to reach some of those secret items. Getting a POW block will clear the screen, which can be amazing or frustrating at times. The star power is almost always useful unless people aren't attacking you, which in that moment is good in itself. Speaking on the subject of attacking, just like in Tetris 99, you can choose which player you would like to bombard using the D-pad or left joystick, depending on your control layout. But I prefer to use the right joystick, which allows you to select attackers, players with the most coins, players with the least time, or random. You can see all the action happening between players, so if you see someone being focused on, you can jump on the bandwagon to overwhelm them. The game has a really nice way of evening out the playing field though. If you're being attacked by multiple players, each enemy you destroy will be sent to each of your attackers, which increases the odds of them being KO'd. Because of the motivations and strategies this game requires, the replay value is there in mass amounts for players that enjoy a good challenge. The risk-reward system drives the player to become more proficient and efficient as they learn the game's nuances. One of the things I love most about the game is while each level is from the original experience, they aren't set up in a linear manner. Instead, they are set up in a loop. So if you're a beginner and you feel most comfortable in those first few stages, then you can stay there, while players that are more skilled will push forward and be taking out more difficult foes and sending them to you, despite being on an early stage, which gives the game a NES Remix Mario Maker vibe. Having to face bullet bills, Bowsers, and bloopers on any given stage keeps things fresh and players on their toes. In closing, Mario 35 is an amazingly addictive game for players new and old. While I did say the game didn't rely on the nostalgia effect, it's certainly there by the bucketful, just with a new feel that will have you coming back for more. Alright guys, that does it for this video. I want to thank you all for tuning into my review of Mario 35. I really appreciate all the support, and I want to give a special thanks to my wife for providing the first in this game. That was the footage at the beginning of the video. I'm not jealous at all about that. If you found this review helpful and you enjoyed, leave a like and possibly share with a friend. In these times, a little Nintendo in your life can be so uplifting. If you're new to the channel and you're interested in more content like this, consider subscribing. And until next time, thanks for playing.